I want to make peace within myself.
And that's where I actually am. It's so quiet here then.
I am here now. After a lot of rainy spring days, summer has arrived and the first half of this year has passed so fast. After a nearly 2-year pause because of the coronavirus restrictions, I started to work again. So I was very busy most of the time, and to be honest, it took some time to get used to the altered situation. Although I really love my job, no question about it, the long pause came just at the right time. During the restriction period, the government paid me 60 to 80% of my normal salary for the month I had to stay at home. So I had not much money, but I had enough and I didn't need much. More precious than the money were the month of free time. I think a lot of people who are highly sensitive and such who are on the spiritual path can relate to that. But to be on the spiritual path, what does that really mean? I guess the answers to this question vary. Everyone has its own unique way, and maybe that's exactly how it should be.
I grew up in a Christian community, but it was not a very strict or ecclesiastical life, so I was always free to search for other ways and to find my own in the end. I'm very thankful for that. In my youth, I refused any kind of Christian information and practice. I guess that's pretty normal for a teenie. But there was always an interest for spiritual information in general. So I read a lot and informed myself about different ideas, communities, and religions. But it happened again and again that I forgot the things I read and went back to my normal life, to my job problems, heartaches, love stories, to all the things that are happening in a life of a young woman, and that's okay. Then in my 30s, I discovered Buddhism in a new and deeper way, and I also got really deep into Christian and Islamic mysticism, and that's where I actually am. There's a big interest and a deeper understanding for the Buddhist way, and also these mystical components are playing a big role in my spiritual life. A few years ago, I made a life-changing decision: spiritual growth first. It wasn't a change that anyone would have noticed, but more within myself. I went on living my normal life with the job and so on, but I decided to give my spiritual practice more space and to do not let myself get so much distracted anymore. I got more serious.
To be on the spiritual path, that means for me to constantly but gently train myself in being mindful and compassionate. It means letting go of the things that are not good for me and that are distracting me, turning away from too much of unimportant information like radio and TV, and also sitting in meditation, letting the mind get calm and still. In my opinion, this is such an important point. Only a still mind is able to perceive things and beings as they really are, and with a mind that is still and undistracted, one can be much more loving and compassionate to others and oneself. I just wanted to show you this beautiful place. It's a beach at Baltic Sea. I love to come here after work or to enjoy nature or to meditate, and it's late in the evening. Late, but after 9 p.m. and so we have an hour before the sun goes down, and I love to be here in the evening because it's so quiet here then. There's no one around, and that's a completely different atmosphere then. And it's a little bit rainy, but I think that doesn't matter. So I will sit here for a while and enjoy nature. Just wanted to show you this beautiful place. I want to make peace within myself. And let's be honest, that's a very tough goal. It's not just a simple project, interest or plan, like we have many in life. It's a huge undertaking. It means lifelong learning, forgiving, letting go all these protective walls, facing the deepest fears within myself, learning to be confident in times when nothing seems to hold me anymore. It's more than just trying to be a good person. It's being ready to lose everything, to be nothing, to question, transform and let go all that defined me. That does not mean that everything I have or had in life had to or must go, but a lot of things had to go. They changed. They changed because I was changing the one who I am. And I am still changing. Hopefully every day a little bit more from an I am this and that and I cannot and I am good in, etc. to a simple I am. I am here now. I am with an undistracted, calm mind full of love and compassion for all beings on earth. I am here now with a heart full of love, facing whatever will come, knowing that all things happening are just waves on the surface of the ocean. That is my goal and nothing less. No, I have not reached it yet, but that doesn't matter. That's not the point. It isn't the most important thing to reach this goal, but to do my best. And why I am doing that? Why? That's a good question, and the answer couldn't be more difficult. For me, my motivation is clear, but how am I explaining it to someone who is not interested in spirituality or religion? I am not sure if this is possible at all. I can just give my personal, a very simple answer, whether it makes sense to you or not. It's the love that guides me. It's this little flame within me that was always burning, no matter how dark my days were. It was always there, consoling me, holding me, and it is still burning. It's there, however you will call it. You can call it God or the Tao or the Source. It's guiding me, urging me to come back to a place of belonging and balance, to come back to love. I have ignored it much too long.